Okay guys, so we're at Windrock on our way to one of the blue trails. I found a cool old obstacle here. Woo. It's kind of a smaller rock ledge, but I'll let y'all see it. Let's see here if I can just switch this camera around. So, don't know if you can see, but it's probably a couple 2-foot ledge. I'm gonna see if I can drop off of it, and it'll be a cool little shot, and plus it'll be a good test of my trail cam and the angles it gives me if I need to angle it down more or not. But we're gonna see how this works. So, wish me luck. Alright, so I found out a couple things. One, the Jeep just feels so planted. That's the thing that you don't realize until you're coming off a big ledge like that. I mean, if you saw me climb up it, that's probably a 2-foot tall ledge, but it felt so planted coming down off of it. So if you're not used to rock crawling, that's, you know, it was like my first really big drop down. And that thing is just, you know, it felt like nothing. It felt so easy, like the Jeep just wanted more. But the second thing is, yeah, if I'm going to be doing any major obstacles, I am going to need to add an angle to that trail cam, because really once I got up on it, I couldn't see much. But oh well, that's I have the stuff to do that, so that'll be a job for another day. But all right, this is just a green trail. This is one little optional obstacle on a green trail. We're heading on to the blue trail. Jeep badge of honor.
This was the first big obstacle on Trail 26 at Windrock. It's tall, it's intimidating, it's muddy, it's steep, and I was super proud of myself once it was over, because I'd never done anything quite this advanced before. But the only thing I could think of when I was going down it was trying to keep the Jeep level and trying to if I started to slide, just rolling through it, because I did not want to flip my Jeep while I was out there by myself. So it all worked out in the end, and it definitely gave me an adrenaline rush that I have not experienced in the Jeep before.
Alright, we're just driving down the riverbed. Whew. threaded the needle. So it looks like we got an easy line and a hard line, but the hard line doesn't really look that hard. Woo. Woo!
So after I downloaded all of these files from my dash cam to my computer, I realized that I'd accidentally turned off audio on my dash cam recording. So instead of the sound of tires on rocks or the rushing water, enjoy some Zeppelin.
Alright guys, first time ever. I'm stuck. I'm not really stuck. I'm just, if you can see, I'm hung up on shock mount. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to back up, reposition, and just go around it just ever so slightly. I think just backing straight up and then turning a little bit driver and going around the rock will help. So the only problem is I don't have that far to back up right there, but we'll see what happens. All right, that worked. So I ended up scraping a little bit, but it's fine. So I'm done. You know, I'm done. I got unstuck, so that's cool. But I do have this little rock garden I got to get through. So we'll see if I can do this one without scraping or getting stuck again. So I'm about halfway through the trail at this point, so it's been fun. It's a long trail when you're only going half a mile an hour. But anyway, we'll see what we'll see what the next 100 yards looks like.
This was a nice little rocky hill climb that wouldn't pose a problem for any stock Jeep, let alone mine with fairly extensive modifications. It led to another rock garden with one rock in particular that I had to reposition a couple times to get around or get over, but I got out of that one unscathed.
Woo! Good thing I got those heavier duty springs. They rough on road, but boy, they help off. I'm gonna try and miss that big rock pointing up. Oh shoot, nope. Okay. Let's do this again. Let's get out. Let's see if I can find a good place to, not a good place, but I got a little too tippy for my liking. I think if I just go straight, maybe a little bit to the left, I think I'll be able to what's it look like, fellas? Because I'm wanting to avoid scraping that rock, which you can see has been scraped. I'm needing to come straight down. Maybe if I can, I don't know. We're gonna see. All right, I didn't get it on camera, but I think I got past the spot that I was worried about. So, no scraping, unless you count my e-brake I forgot to take off. But anyway, so now should be a lot easier last little section of this rock garden, and then we're gonna see what the next part of the trail looks like.
This mud pit about got me. I tried 2 times and couldn't get up it. I said to myself, if I don't get up it the third time, I'm going to end up pulling cable. I did finally get up it on the third try, and I was absolutely pumped. Although I was a little disappointed I didn't get to use my winch.
All right, guys, that's it. That is it for today. The Jeep has, well, as you see, it got pretty muddy at one point. Sorry, I'm airing up so you can hear my compressor, but as far as I know, no damage. Didn't seem like I broke anything. Trail 26 was a lot of fun. It was first Jeep Badge of Honor trail. Not too bad. Would have been harder if I was climbing up, but coming from, gosh, I guess G5 to G6 area, that's where, you know, you go down most of the more challenging obstacles, so it's not too bad. But anyway, yeah, we're just gonna air up and head on back to the Windrock General Store just to look around a little bit. But yeah, first Jeep Badge of Honor trail. Super, you know, super thrilled. I had tons of fun. Yeah, and I think it was a 5 out of 10 on X. But speaking of on X, on the way out, I had it try to take me to a route. It said it was a green trail. Was not a green trail. I got stuck in a mud pit. Ended up having to back down about a quarter mile down a real steep hill, and I didn't show that because, you know, just, you know, my pride. But yeah, that mud was slick. I don't even think a side-by-side would have been able to get through there. Maybe because of the weight, but yeah, you know, that's all for today, and, you know, thanks for watching.
All right, I thought about it and I figured I would show you guys this blooper footage of me making a wrong turn into a mud pit. I went up this steep incline that was supposed to be a green trail and ended up in this mud pit and could not get out of it no matter which way I turned. I just could not get enough speed and enough bite in this mud. I thought about pulling cable to get out of it, but I climbed up and it looked like the rest of the trail wasn't much better, and I didn't want to take a chance on spending the next 6 hours pulling cable every 100 yards. So I ended up backing down the way I came and then found a good route to get off the trail and get home.